Hey guys, what's up? This is just another A's kid. I'm here with my dog Yodi. She's going to help me finish up a little bit of my monster haul. There's only a little bit left, and then after this, we're going to go to the auction tonight and see what we can find. Maybe find some scores. So, let's get started. All right, Yodi, I'm going to put you down, okay? Oh, over there. All right, my drink. That's her coffee. She does it all the time. She has a heart murmur, so I guess it makes her do that. First I have another Star Wars Nerf gun. I don't have the cartridge. I mean the magazine that came with it, or any bullets for it, and it seems to be jammed for some reason. I can't get it to pull back. So. And yeah, the door won't. This side won't open either. So I don't know what the deal is with that to fix it. But anyway, I think I gave like $1 or something, or like that, something like that. It's just a basket. I don't know why it's in there. Okay. Here's a little Boba Fett rocket arrow thing that I found. So I don't know what it goes to. It looks like maybe went to like a Nerf gun or something like that. It's got a hole in it, so it's got a hole. So I don't know. Anyway, speaking of the auction, I went there like a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they had a few Star Wars items, but they ended up selling it all as a lot, and well, I got the lot. There was some different things in there. This was in there. Star Wars Battlefront for PS4. No, I don't have a PS4, but it was in there, so I guess I have it now. So I guess I'll just put it with my collection, or what have you. I don't know what I'll do with it. Okay, next, I have an Extendor figure from Masters of the Universe, and he does extend. Okay. No. And his, I don't know if you saw my I think it's my last video when I showed the web store figure. His legs were really wobbly, and so are his too, kind of. I mean, well, he's standing now, but there. I guess that's good enough. I got a bunch of fidget spinners. I went through like a little fidget spinner craze there for like a month or two. Just, I don't know. I just started collecting them, and I was using them for a while, but it's, it quickly died out. So, but I still have my collection. So, and I have a couple Star Wars fidget spinners here that I never opened. I have a Darth Vader one and a Boba Fett one. Let's see if you can see the light real quick. And we got some other ones. This is just a basic little black one. There's a little metal silver one. Here's another metal one, gold. Here's another Star Wars one. It's Princess Leia. This one's opened. I got this plastic multicolored one, and I got this graffiti looking one. Hold on. See if I can get some light from my computer background. Maybe that'll help. No, not really. Hold on one second. I got my phone on my laptop, so. Okay. And I got one more. It's like a little blue. Looks kind of like crystals or something. It's pretty cool. made out of metal. And anyway, that's all the fidget spinners. Yodi, go get a drink. You okay? Go get a drink. Sorry guys, she does that a lot. So. Okay, and this bag was in a box of stuff that I got at the auction one time, like a couple weeks ago, and it's got a bunch of like night figures and wizards and stuff like that. It's different. Well, this is that's a Gandalf, I believe. It's a little static figure. I can't read it, but yeah. Here's a headless Star Wars Clone Trooper that was in there. Yeah, there's I'm not sure what I think these might be from Narnia or something like that. I'm not really sure. I've never seen before, but there's this guy. He's supposed to have a sword or something, but there's this guy. So like I said, I don't know where these guys came from. I've never seen them before. And then there's this guy. He looks like he used to have a horse or something. But and then there's some other little figures. I'm not sure what these are from. It says China on them. 2005, so they're not that old. I don't know if they're play school figures, or they're not Imaginext figures, are they? I don't know, just like a little, I think it's a pirate or something. Here's a king. And here is a it's like an orc or something, goblin, something of that nature. Here's another one of those night figures. This is now that I look at it, I think this one is from Narnia, because it looks like it might be. It's got an action figure feature on the back. Here's another guy. He's got there's a bunch of like armor for these guys, so I'm pretty sure they're probably Imaginext. There's that guy. There's another one of those guys. I guess he's a guard or something. Here's a wizard. And yeah, there's like several like armor pieces and shields and some swords. And here's a cape. There's another wizard. And here's another one of those. And then there's this guy. I don't even know where he's from. I mean, he looks like these guys, but he's bigger. And he's like made of different plastic, like cheaper feeling plastic. So I don't know. And there's a couple of horses. And there's also some horse armor that you can put on them. Somehow. Maybe don't go on that. There is a white one. I think it goes on this one. Yeah, like that. Something like that. And then you can get one of these guys and then put it on the horse. Anyway, something in that nature. But anyway, that's all those in that bag. So, clean this table off real quick. Alright, so this side. Alright, next, I got this, it's a VR headset. It's made by the Destech V4, but to tell you the truth, from what I've heard about people who've played these things, that they're not really that great. You know, like the games, and you know, it's just. I mean, I didn't give much for it, but I mean, I haven't even tried it yet because I use an older phone. I use a Galaxy Grand Prime, and it don't have the program to let you use these. So, and this one came with a remote control and a bag to put it in, and the box is falling apart. So, but anyway, I think I gave like maybe not even $5. I don't think for it. I don't know. I don't remember. All right, next I've got a old WWE wrestling Raw wrestling cage ring, and I got a big green tote that came with it. And if anybody has more IQ than a cannoli, you can probably figure out what's in it. Inside of it is these two comics: Stone Cold Steve Austin, issue 1 and 2 by Chaos Comics. Chaos Comics, they make like Lady Death and Evil Ernie and stuff like that. No, it's Top Cow. What am I thinking? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I deal with comics. I don't deal with them anymore. But anyway. Okay. Well, if you guys said there's figures in here, you're right. There are a bunch of figures. There's 30 of them total. This is... I'm not sure who this is, but he's missing his hair. Somebody ripped his hair off. So I'm just going to let him there. Here's a Kofi Kingston. See if I can do this without making them all fall. Here's a Kurt Angle. As they fall, they fall. Here's a Christian. Here's a Kane unmasked. Here is a what's this dude's name? Benjamin Sheldon, I think. Something like that. Triple X. Let me pause for a minute. I've actually got a story about Triple X. Oh, about, let's say, probably 10 years ago. The WWE Raw, no, his brother. It was either Raw or SmackDown 1. They came to the town next to mine. It's about 30 miles away. Well, I actually lived in that town at the time with one of my exes. So, but anyway, they came to town and we got tickets to go. So I wanted to take some pictures, but I didn't have a camera. So I went to Walmart and bought one of those cheap ass throwaway cameras. Okay. Anyway, the day came. We went to the wrestling thing, and we got in their seats. That we didn't really have assigned seats or anything, so just people sat wherever they wanted. And the wrestling started, and I forgot who I was there. I know the Big Show was there. Triple H was there, of course. The Great Khali. I don't remember who else. But it wasn't televised or anything, so it was just one of those things. But anyway, there was people that were crowding around the ring, just standing there around the ring, and they were like real close to it, That's like they so close they can probably reach out and touch it. So I saw this as an opportunity to go down there and take some close-up pictures of some wrestlers. So I walked down there, and I get down to here. Let me let me set up the visual here for you. I'm moving these guys. Okay. Okay, here's the ring. Let's say Kurt Angle is me. Okay? Let me move this some more. I'm standing like right here. I mean, not that close, maybe a couple feet back, but that's just an example. Triple H comes out. Alright guys, anyway, like I was saying, Triple H came out, started making his way towards the stage. You know, he does his intro where he gets on the top rope and turns around and drinks from a water bottle and spits it in the air, and like he always does. Okay, and then he jumps in the ring. Then he does his thing, and then he comes over to the corner where I'm standing, gets on the rope like he usually does, and flexes his arm muscles like this, and stares right at me. I mean, I shit you not. And I took the advantage. I snapped a picture of him staring right at me. And after I took the picture, he got down, and the wrestling match went on the way. Anyway, the next day I take the disposable camera to Walmart to get the pictures developed. So I turned it in. I waited a while, and I forgot how long it was. But anyway, I go back to pick up the pictures, and the person who works at the photo department says, you know, these pictures didn't develop. And I said, they didn't? He said, no. Were you in a dark room or something? I said, yeah, I was at the wrestling match the other night. And they said, well, for one thing, the camera that you're using didn't have a flash on it. I was like, oh my god, really? Yeah, that's how I felt. But anyway, I was so pissed. You know, it's like, nope. Photograph of a lifetime. You know, not Triple H. He's badass. He's my favorite wrestler. But anyway, photograph of my lifetime, and I blew it. All because the camera, the cheap-ass camera that I bought at Walmart, didn't have a flash. And apparently, I didn't check to see if it had one when I bought it. Didn't think about it, so... Anyway, that's life. Okay, anyway. Let's go back into the tote. See who else we got. We got this guy, who is... I don't remember, but he's got Degeneration X pants on. Anybody know who he is? I've got another Kane. I've got Ric Flair. Woo! I've got I don't remember this guy's name, but if memory serves me right, this guy was part of NWO back when they started, back in the 90s. So I don't know what his name is. So, do you know who this is? If so, just leave me a comment on who this is. But I could have sworn he was part of NWO back in the day. Alright, next I got the Great Khali. And he's big son of a bitch. It's like twice as big as the other wrestlers. I got... This is, I'm not sure who this is. Anybody know who this is? Anyway. I got Sheamus. I got R-Truth. Boogeyman. Worms not included. Thank God. Here's another guy. He's missing his hair too, but I think this might be Edge. I'm not sure. Anybody know? Here's a John Cena. Undertaker. Matt Hardy. JBL. I hate JBL. He's from Carlito. I hate this guy too. I'm not sure who this guy is either. Anybody know? He's got like orange on his eyes. I don't know if it's supposed to be there or some kid colored it in. I don't know. The Miz. I hated him too. He's nothing but a punk. Speaking of punks, CM Punk. Damn it. You know who it is. Sorry, I get mental blocks sometimes. I can't think of shit, but I know it. I mean, I'll probably think of it. I'll probably look at it again and tell you who it is in like 10 seconds. But Rey Mysterio. And The Rock. I also got these two other figures, but they're static. They don't have any articulation. I mean, Umaga, one of his feet rotates, but that's it. That's all he does. So, I don't know. Umaga. And RVD, he's static too. But nothing on him moves. All his wrist moves. One wrist. So, I don't know what to do with these guys. Okay, and there was one belt in the mix. So I guess I'll have to fight for it. And I'm going to put this down here. And that's not all. I also got this little Slambulance. And it came with a little Sheamus. You can drive it. And I guess you get these and you can like he's falling on top of the ambulance and falls in it. So I guess whatever. Alright. Next. Oh, this is actually my dad's. He's let me display it in my room, and I'm gonna put it on this video. It's not really a haul, but I thought it should be included because it deserves to be. And this is a vintage Viewmaster, and I mean vintage. This thing is so old, my dad played with it when he was a kid. And it is complete. Here is the Viewmaster. Mint condition. It even has the insert that came in it when you first buy it. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reels, and the Viewmaster reel list. This is like an order catalog of their products, and it's got a little a little tear mark right there at the bottom, but it's minor. And it opens up, and on the back here it says it has a list of available Viewmaster reels from November 1949, and it has just about every country on there. And on this side it's just like they're different models and products, what have you. But yeah, it's old. So, and I'm hoping that this will become mine eventually. I mean, no rush, but back in the box. Put the lid on it. And there you got it. The complete Viewmaster. Vintage. Alright, next. One of my previous videos I showed a magazine that I ganked from one of my doctor's appointments. Well, here's another one that I framed, and it's an Entertainment Weekly, and it's the Last Jedi, the untold story behind Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So, and somebody already cut the address out of it, so I guess they do that at doctor's offices now for, I don't know, whatever. But it's alright, I don't care. Alright, and last I've got my, well, I just got some the other, Friday. My VHS collection. But I think I'm going to save that for another video, because I want to make room for the auction videos. So, alright, and well, that's the end of my monster haul. So, like I said, we're going to the auction tonight, and I'll snap some footage there, and you'll get to see what they got along when I go. So, when I see it. So, and if I get anything, I'll show the haul at the end of the video. So, alright guys, we'll see you then. Later.